Hi Siddhant,
Hello, sir.
welcome to CATway once again. So Siddhant, a transition from medicine towards management, and that too with IIM Calcutta. What are your emotions?
So, this is kind of like a dream has come true. Like, making a transition from the medical field to the field of management was itself a very big step. And
Mm-hmm.
it took some time to convince my parents as well as myself, ki, should I make this switch? Is it a correct thing to do and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I took that step. I came
Mm-hmm.
forward, prepared well, and finally now I am Calcutta, which is like the top three IIMs in the country. So it's really like a dream come true for me.
So I'm sure this question must have been asked to you in many of the interviews. Since
Yes.
you were a doctor, why MBA then?
So yeah, so actually, after I completed my MBBS from Lokmanya Tilak Hospital in Mumbai,
Uh-huh.
I was working as a chief medical officer in the emergency department. So there, I had a lot of managerial responsibilities other than that of clinical work of a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So that imbibed in me that I like as I started liking towards the management aspect of how an industry operates.
Mm-hmm.
And I explored the option of doing an MBA because it involves a lot of management and planning and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided I would like to make this switch because it was a very good option as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would, after that, I thought I'd like to remain in the medical sector and try to inculcate the medical knowledge as well as the management knowledge and do something ahead in that direction in my career.
Okay, so we all know that quant plays a very crucial role, and you
Mm.
must have left studying quants long time back.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you manage that?
So actually, till my 10th standard, I actually liked maths a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to be very good in maths. In 10th standard, I had got like 98 out of 100 in maths. But in 11th standard, I took maths, but 12th standard, I dropped maths and completely focused on PCB.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to like maths before, and then here it was like till 10th standard level, maths was there, but at a very higher level. Portion was kind of the same. So even though it was a little difficult coming back to the subject after so many years,
Mm-hmm.
but since I like the subject, I tried to work, like I put in a lot of efforts here and
Mm-hmm.
I naturally like the subject. So I did that and happened to manage maths and quant in general like that.
Okay, so Siddhant, let the audience know a bit about yourself, the background of yours, the complete background.
Okay, so I was born and brought up in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
I did throughout my school. I was among the toppers in my batch and had a good academic record. And after my 12th standard, I decided to get into MBBS and I
Mm-hmm.
got into Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Medical College in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Then throughout my MBBS, I had a consistent academic performance, and after that also, I like tried to take part in a lot of extracurricular examinations and also extracurricular activities like football, college dance team, and I was in the organizing committee of a medical conference called Trinity. So all of these things I used to do and during my medical college.
Mm-hmm.
For that, and also during my internship, I have worked as a COVID warrior, and there I worked in the COVID wards and helped organize a lot of vaccination camps, and one rural camp also I completely organized.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I got into Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Medical College as a chief medical officer, where I worked in the emergency department. And after that, for a few months, I worked in Rajawadi Hospital in Mumbai.
All right. And then you wrote CAT, results were rolled out, interview
Yes.
calls started getting in. What all calls did you have?
So I had calls from all the IIMs except for Ahmedabad and Bangalore. So I
Mm-hmm.
had calls from IIM Calcutta, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore. Shillong also I did not have.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, Mumbai and all the new baby IIMs, new IIMs, all of them I had. And apart from these, I had calls from MDI Gurgaon, XLRI, and FMS.
All right. And you converted IIM Calcutta as well as what all calls you converted?
I converted IIM Calcutta, Kozhikode, Lucknow, and MDI,
Mm-hmm.
and all the new IIMs, baby IIMs, the CAP IIMs, which we call.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waitlisted in XLRI Delhi, FMS, and MD, not MDI, sorry, I am Mumbai. In these three college, I got waitlisted.
Mm-hmm.
Rest all the calls I converted.
All right. Congratulations once again. So,
Thank you so
Siddhant,
much.
going through, since you have given so many interviews, what do you think? What worked for you in the interviews? And what didn't work for you in interviews like XLRI as well as IIM Indore, where you are waitlisted by a huge margin?
Yes, sir. So actually, So I had given CAT exam before once, but that time on the day of the exam, I did not do well and I did convert well. But I had got XLRI call and
Mm-hmm.
NMIMS call after that. But I did not convert those calls last year. So I decided I'll take a drop and study again. And this time I did well in my CAT and I got a lot of calls, good calls. But what changed this time was, first of all, during the CAT preparation, I had joined another class, and there I focused a lot on the technical aspect, on the basics, all the everything. So that really helped in the CAT preparation. And post that interview, in the interview part, which I believe is a real make or break, because I've learned from people that no matter how well you do in your CAT and all the past CATs and everything, you come at a level playing field. And then the interview is what really gets you into particular college. And then I happened to come across CATway. And honestly, it really, like, all the credit goes to CATway for the result which I have achieved, for all the calls that I have converted. So I'll tell a little about how I got into CATway.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, after my CAT exam, there was a group of all the toppers and everything from my classes.
Okay.
And there, I spent a lot of time, like around a month, I was trying to decide what class to join for my interview, because I had to make sure that I convert all the calls which I get.
Mm-hmm.
Then one particular message stuck with me. There was a girl who was also a medical student, and she told on the group that she had joined CATway, and here they are giving very personalized attention to all the students. They help curate all the answers very well. They sat with her and made all the answers properly in particular way for a medical student, how a medical student should make her answers and everything. And that really helped me decide that, yeah, I'm going with CATway. This is what I want for my
Mm-hmm.
MBA preparation, for my interview. And then I talked to Balendu sir, I joined CATway, and now I've got the result which I wanted.
All right. So the another question is that when you sat in the actual interviews, what
Yes.
worked for you? The USP of yours, what was that?
Okay, so actually, sir, I remember first interview which I gave with you.
Mm-hmm.
I went in very raw. You only told me that you just come and give the interview. Let me see how you are, and then we can work on your strengths and weakness. And in the very first interview which I gave with you had told me that my strengths are that I speak very well, I am composed and everything. So you keep that. And you told me that my weakness were that I lack a technical knowledge. I don't have in-depth knowledge of all the answers. So I decided, and actually it was like point on 100% correct. That actually worked for me very well, because I realized that I can speak very well. I remain composed. I have a good voice and everything. So I worked on that. I tried to do better in that, and at the same time, I tried working on all the domain knowledge. I tried to get in-depth knowledge of all the topics and all the different questions that one could ask in the interviews, the actual interviews. And I got in-depth knowledge, as well as I tried to make the answers technical. Like, I remember sitting with you all the time, making those answers, making all the corrections that were required. And I made sure the answer sounded technical. I remember the one line you said, that Siddhant, your answers are good, but they need to be like someone coming from an MBA candidate. Right now, your answers sound like a general layman kind of answers. It should sound like you are an MBA candidate and you are giving those answers. So we sat on it, we worked on it, and that really helped me. Like, those answers which I improved actually made it for me.
All right. So now I can say you have seen the culture of Catway for
Yes.
6 months or so, almost 6 months.
Yes,
How
sir.
is it according to you?
So it was one word I would describe as perfect. Like, everything was very perfect. All the knowledge that you gave me, all the way how I have to speak, how I have to work on my technical knowledge, depth of my answers, all of that really helped me. Then we used to have every week we used to have a lot of domain lectures, group discussions, mock interviews, and also everything really helped me a lot throughout the process, because I remember in the first ever GD, I was in this one particular group and I did not say a single word, because I didn't know what to speak. I didn't have any technical knowledge of anything and all. And you personally then called me and told me that, Siddhant, I was expecting you to speak something. You didn't speak at all. And then I decided I have to do something. Sir is also asking me. Now I have to work on it. I should speak whatever I can. At least have to, like, have a icebreaker kind of thing for myself, that I have to open up. And then from the next time onwards, I always try to participate. And then the culture was also very well, like all the students which were there with me. They always used to help us. They always used to encourage. They used to provide all the material that is required, daily updates on current affairs and everything. So it was a very inclusive culture that everyone is trying to help each other. There's no competition among the students. Everyone is trying to help, including all the students, you, and all the different interviews which we had, alumni of different colleges. They also always help. They told me where I lack, where I am good, and all of that just helped me a lot. And like as I said, all the credit goes to Catway. It was perfect,
So
my
on
interview.
that scale, if I'll ask you to rate Catway on a scale of 10, what will your rating be?
11 on 10. Like, I would 100% recommend to any student, like blindly go in and go for Catway. You will 100% do very well in your interviews.
So any success mantra for the upcoming juniors?
So I would say, first of all, with the CAT preparation, you have to be consistent. Like a lot of individuals will be working. Assuming all of them will be working and preparing for the exams at the same time. So I would say that first of all, there you have to be consistent every day. Every day you have to take out some time. You have to put in efforts. Go back and revise the topics which you have read before, because that happened with me. I used to do some topics and all, and after a few months, I used to kind of forget the topics which I had read a few months back. So revise all of them, keep on taking mock tests. It really helps a lot. Like people initially feel that I'll take mock tests after I complete a particular amount of portion. Not to do that. Keep on giving the mock test, because even if you don't know the syllabus, you'll learn how to give a test, how to strategize your test. So everything about that. And for the interview part, I would say is you have to learn to speak. You have to learn to open up, keep away all your inhibitions, and speak. There are mentors who are 100% going to push you beyond your limits, take you out of your comfort zone, and try to ensure that they convert their best calls. But you have to learn to open up, to speak, and make the best of whatever you're getting. Everyone is willing to help, everyone is trying to help you with everything they can. You have to take it all and push yourself and do it.
So one last question, Siddhant,
Okay.
since I am curious.
Yes, sir.
MBBS, a dream for many. Then you worked at a government hospital, again a dream for many.
Yes.
Converted IIM Calcutta, the top three colleges in India in MBA. What next?
Yes, sir. What next? I would say, like, I have first of all, I'll get into Calcutta, and my aim is to make the most of it. Try to gain knowledge, like Three Idiots and the movie Three Idiots, like Rancho said, कि कामयाबी के पीछे मत भागो, काबिल बनो, success अपने आप पीछे आ जाएगा. So I just want to gain all the knowledge that I can. I want to learn things, make new friends, make connections, and then I want to try to get into corporate setup, work for a few years, gain some crucial industry exposure, and then eventually I want to leverage my medical knowledge as well as the management knowledge which I've acquired, and try to do something on my own, start something of my own, and make sure that I can give back to the society, that I have taken my medical knowledge, and so all of that I want to use and do something back, give something back to the society, and do something good in that way.
All the best, Siddhant. Catway is really proud to have students like you. All the best for future endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir.